Hey guys, Sunstreaker Wozza here. Welcome to day 85, our stream. And yeah, huge news today. Huge news. Overlord and the Mega Supreme are coming to the game. Wow. Wow. Super, please. Super. I would say I'm surprised, but I thought it'd be coming at some point. I didn't think this soon because I know they've been working hard on things and HQ17, and I didn't think something this big would come this soon. And it would come eventually, but I thought, to be honest with you, we might see him towards the end of the year after Computron. But it looks like 2 weeks' time, they're going to be here. Super pleased. And for those that eagle-eyed, used to play the TF Legends game, you'll realize that I pulled the thumbnails, the pictures for them from the old TF Legends game. So if you're going to go and look at some more of those images, go on Google, just type in TF Legends, and yeah, you can go and look at some more of the artwork that was in that game, because it's some of the best artwork I've seen for Transformers in a game anyway, and it was really cool. So yeah, what we're going to do today, we're literally going to analyze everything they said at that stream, break it all down. We're going to look at the facts, things that we definitely know. We're going to look at some things that we can probably surmise by looking at some screenshots and looking at what they said in the stream. And then we can have a bit of a guess at some other things, really, some educated guesses, so to speak. So let's see who we've got in the stream today. So we've got Destroyer, who's always first. Welcome to the stream. We've got Grind Time, Stuck in Beta, Sharksy, Grand Galvatron. We've got me. We've got Silver Ball, Evil Teacher. How's it going? Prime 45. Welcome to the stream. Geneva Mitchell. How's it going? Christian Cruz. Welcome as well. Welcome. So yeah, I am going to find it hard to put with the chat, guys, because literally what I've got is I've got my stream on one tablet, I've got the chat on another tablet, and I've got my notes from the stream on another device. So I've literally got two iPads and a tablet in front of me here, just trying to work out the amount of notes that I've done is pretty ridiculous. Just I don't want to miss anything. I want to give you guys the most information I can about this, and I'll probably do a video and break it all down. Grand Galvatron, yes, I did see embroidery on the stream. I thought that they were a bit too quick with it. I think they forgot until last minute, and they sort of flashed it. But yeah, it was pretty impressive and looks cool. Yeah. Okay, so Overlord and Omega Supreme. So for those that don't know, yeah, two amazing bots in the Transformers folklore, and yeah, some real fan favorites. And the Autobots have wanted Overlord. The Autobots have wanted Omega Supreme for a long time, since the game began, pretty much. And they've always said that they try and put him in somehow. And then everyone said that, well, the apes said that they find it hard to pair him up with someone, and everyone just came back saying Overlord is a great example. Pair them up, and we've not heard much since. And we asked for it, and we've got it. And yeah, super pleased, and I like the way they've done it as well. But yeah, it's interesting. It really is. But I just want to say as well, I did a little bit of a competition as well. I did say something big was coming, and yeah, they have not disappointed. I didn't think it'd be this, like I said, honestly. But yeah, they said that something big was coming, and yeah, it has. So they are going to be the next combiners coming to the game. So first off, just to sort of branch off a bit, I don't know what that means for Computron, because we've got, how many bots have we got? Is it 2 Computron bots? And is it 2 bots on the con side for the combiner as well? I think it is. So I'm not too sure they're going to spread them out for the rest of the year. Will that mean we'll get some more G1 bots? I'm not too sure. But yeah, hopefully we'll get some more G1 bots. Computron might be the end of the year. It might still be soon. We're not too sure. But okay, I'm just looking for my notes a minute. So we'll jump straight to, for those that didn't see the stream, I've got it here. So we're not going to obviously see hear the talking, but we are going to just look at the bots in the show. So Overlord there looks absolutely amazing, absolutely incredible. I think done an amazing job. And yeah, I like his transformation as well. I like the fact it's a kind of triple changer. So he changes into a plane and a tank. And then he transforms into the base as well. So similar to Omega Supreme in that sort of sense. But yeah, super, super cool. Really, really impressed with him. And then what we'll do is we will fast forward to Omega Supreme as well. Omega Supreme, same again, done a great job. They mentioned the visor. And for me, it's not a big deal. It will be eventually when it comes out, they'll fix it. But yeah, super impressed with him. Super pleased. And yeah, I think they've done a really, really good job. So, like I said, there's some things that we know because they said in the stream. So we know he'll be available free to play. So every single person in this game will be able to get this combiner. So there's no buying bundles, there's no collecting bots, nothing like that. It can be available free to play for everyone, which is amazing, honestly. Because think about how much people spend on getting combiners. So it's good that they're sort of giving everyone a free to play combiner. But what that also, they think that will mean that 2-star combiners will come for the rest. So super good for like lower level players that haven't got combiners yet, because once they bring them out, pretty much everyone in the game will have all the combiners as 2 stars. I think everyone that's HQ 10 and above has pretty much got all the 2-star bots. So super pleased that everyone will have combiners. So I think that's a huge improvement to the game. So like I said, they'll be available free to play, but don't be misled. There is going to be elements of it that is monetized. So leveling up the combiners, it's hard to leveling up Omega Supreme and Overlord. It's hard saying combiners because I don't think they are combiners, but combiners, you understand what I mean. That leveling them up is definitely not free to play. So I did some calculations, and to level a combiner up from level 1 to level 20 to get it to a 5-star version is 2 million combiner spark. 2 million. So I worked it out roughly. If you only buy a few bundles, say nothing ridiculous, you're probably looking at 18 months to get. If you complete all events, you're looking at maybe 18 months to level him up to level 20. So, yeah. So, yeah, there is going to be a 5-star version of this combiner. And the 5-star version, I imagine, is going to be super overpowered. But, you know, they're all going to be balanced by the playtesters. So thanks to the mods for fixing the stream. Thank you for moderating it. While I'm trying to just talk, I'm getting a bit distracted. But yeah, thanks. Cheers. So yeah, this will be a 5-star version of the combiner, Omega Supreme Overlord. And I imagine it's going to be hugely overpowered. But what it did say was there's going to be 4 abilities. So what it looks like is you're going to get 1 ability at 2-star. You're going to get 2 at 3-star, 3 at 4-star, like a normal combiner. And then once you get to 5-star, there'll be a 4th ability. Now, what happens with normal combiners is that the combiners go up and think, we'll just go back to the game for 1 second. The combiners go, abilities go up as you progress. So obviously the first one is okay. Use that to get you in position or do a bit of damage. Then the second one, use a bit more damage. And then obviously the third one, the 4-star, is normally the creme de la creme. the one that does the most damage and is the obviously ability that everyone sort of sorts after. So it's going to be the same for Mega Supreme. So the 2-star first ability, it's going to be okay, I imagine. The next one, 3-star, will be pretty good. The 4-star and the 5-star. So I imagine that the 2-star will be, some slight ability, nothing overpowered, because you're going to get a lot of low-level guys doing it. So it's not going to be something AoE, I can't imagine, because if it was huge AoE damage, then people are going to use it to wipe over low-level bases. So I don't think it's going to be that. The 3-star version will be balanced, I think, around, I'm not too sure, but I did want to go through later in the stream. But it's going to be balanced, I said, around lower HQ, I think, as well. Then the 4-star ability, 17 will be really useful. And then the 5-star ability, I think, will even be really good at the highest level of max Prime League bases and will be incredible. It needs to be. Spark. It really needs to be. So what we're going to do, we're going to look back to the screenshot again. I just want to pull something up that we noticed. So it's just need to catch this a minute. Give me a second just to catch up. Okay. So this is the screenshot that I saw, that I took a screenshot of and started analyzing. So I've worked it out that this is a level 1 combiner. So don't forget though, it shows there that he has the health of defensive, but double the attack damage of Volcanicus as a 3-star. And I'm not saying, I mean as a level 1. So the level 1 3-star is twice the same health as level 1 3-star defensor, but twice the power of 3-star Volcanicus. But that will change as the playtesters get hold of it. They'll change those values. They might make them better. They might make them worse. I can't imagine the power being twice as big as Volcanicus, but I can imagine it being an improvement maybe. And I think he'll be the best combiner out there, because the playtesters are already pushing all the bots forward to be some of the best bots out there and pushing boundaries. And so I've no doubt they'll probably do this with this combiner as well. So I really think that it will be quite powerful as a combiner anyway. So if we look at the abilities, so if you look carefully, I think it says brain power. Well, it says lock there at the 2-star. I think it says brain power. I'm not too sure, but that's what it looks like to me. So it looks like just a picture of Omega Supreme's face in it. So I imagine that will be some sort of hack or something. It may have a hack ability. If it is brain power, if someone can see it better, but it says brain something. It definitely says brain. But what? I can't make it out. So I imagine that might be a hack, some ability, something like that. So then you've got the 3-star ability, which is a tank. Will it drop a tank? I'm not too sure. So, but I imagine that said that the 3-star ability will be better than the 2-star. Then the 4-star says grapple, so he'll use his grapple in some way. And then the 5-star says rocket ship. So what we can sort of look at from that is that if you look at it, says brain power, and then look at the emblem above, it shows something like a shield and something like star sail, but I don't think it'd be a damage. I think that his 2-star ability will add a shield to your bots, maybe giving them extra health or protecting them from damage, and that will equate into each and every level. So if your HQ is 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, it doesn't matter. If it protects you from a certain amount of damage, it works the same throughout. So I think that's why the 2-star ability will probably be something along the lines of shielding your bottom way. So the 3-star ability, tank, that looks like a health. It looks a bit like a health bomb. But what you got to think is that how are you going to use a combiner to have a health bomb? So will it heal your bots? Will you use that and it'll give your bots X amount of healing? Because you got to think the 3-star will still be used by top level guys. So if it gives you a X amount of health, so if you're using low level bots, 10% of low level bots is the same as 10% of mid level bots and 10% of high level bots. So if it gives your bots some health back on death, so similar to like Victorian, where she dies and she stuns or defends up as a shield, I think you may get some health back to your bots. Looking at the 4-star ability, it looks to me like 6 guns ability. So I imagine that's going to be some sort of damage, or it looks like an atomic bomb. So some sort of damage like that. If it's using his grapple, I imagine his grapple is going to fire out and do a lot of damage to something in a big area. Maybe not an explosion because it's using a grapple, but I think that's going to be a huge amount of damage. That's what I think the 4-star will be. And the 5-star looks like some sort of like electric shock, some sort of stun maybe. Will it stun the whole base as a 5-star? If you're a 5-star combiner, you want something overpowered. Now, stunning the whole base seconds is ridiculous. But let's be honest, ridiculous as a 5-star. So I imagine that will be something along the lines of but something overpowered in the base. So something else that we need to note from this as well is if you look at the bottom right, it says get Mega Supreme to level 10 and unlock grapple to rank up. So there's going to be things that you need to collect to rank him up. So you won't get the 2-star to level 10 and all become a 3-star. I imagine you'll have to go and get the tank some way. So that's where they're going to monetize it. The tank will be available in events. Now, they're not going to keep it monetized, but what they will do is they'll add it in the Shannick store as well. So if you can't get it through events because you can't do enough points, say you need to get 700,000 points to get the tank, and you feel like you can't get that, then they'll put it in the Shannick store so it's available free to play. So if I was everyone right now, I would save your Shannicks for at least the next 2 weeks. If you've got a big stash, I won't worry too much. It might be 20,000, 15,000 Shannicks maybe, but I would start saving your Shannicks just so that if it does come available, and it won't come available when it comes out, it'd be a few weeks or months down the line. But yeah, keep some Shannicks behind, and then we will know exactly where we're up to. Yeah, I see people saying in the chat, I've only got this, I've only got that. We've got time, guys. Like I said, they're not going to bring it out, I imagine, in the Shannick store in 2 weeks. I think there's going to be, I think I heard them say there's going to be a Shannick store upgrade in about 2 months' time. So if we judge it by that, I imagine that Omega Supreme will come out. They'll let people level him up because not everyone's going to coin him. They're going to wait until he levels up. And then in a month or two's time, they're going to bring out, say, an event. And then as part of that event, you will get the tank, and then they'll put it in the Shannick store soon afterwards, available free to play. Then they'll have another event in a month's time where it's the grapple. They might put it all in one event, and it might be a 2 million point event or something. But imagine the rocket ship will be hard to get. It might be a 2 million point event for the rocket ship, and they might put them in the Shannick store, and it might be the tank is 5,000 Shannicks. The grapple is 10,000 Shannicks. The rocket ship is 30,000 Shannicks. So not only do you need to level the bot, you've all used Shannicks maybe, or keep them, get them in events or something like that. So that's the way they're going to monetize it. So they will monetize it in some way. But what I've been sort of thinking from this is, does this mean that they'll start putting these things in the game? Will this be ability 11? So ability 11, it might be that you need, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something, but something from Vector Sigma, say the key to Vector Sigma. If you get the key to Vector Sigma, you can upgrade one bot to ability 11. You use it, you upgrade the bot, you lose it. That's it. Then in a month or two time, you can get another key to Vector Sigma. And then you cannot upgrade maybe ability 11 without one of those. So that's where they monetize ability 11. So it's not just maybe be Spark and Zen, but it might also be you have to collect something. They have this in certain games where, you know, there's a special axe that you can buy in the store, or you have to do something to get this special axe, and you can't do something in the game without that axe. You know, and I think they could bring this into the game. I think it'd be a good sort of addition where you have to collect something to do something. And you know, I'm not saying that just to upgrade your bots or just to do something, but they said they want to make ability 11 special. Well, this would be it. So you can't just get Spark and get Z Energy on. You've got to earn something as well or collect it in some way by participating in a certain event or using your Shaniks. Because at the minute, let's be honest, 90% of things in the Shanik store is either you're saving up for Beast Wars Megatron or Optimus Primal, or you're spending it on XP cores. Occasionally, you might buy some squad cores and ore, and you might buy some Combiner Spark, but on the whole, that's pretty much what everyone does. And I think it needs to add more options. So putting these in the Shanik store as part of the upgrade, just giving people options, thinking, do I want to save for that? Do I want to save for XP cores? We might see more Shanik in events more because of that. We might see more Combiner Spark in events more because of it. So yeah, loads of little things that we can sort of guess at. There's nothing, like I said, set in stone about that. We know we're getting 2, 3, 4, and 5 stars. We can tell by that there that we've got to collect things in some way. They've said maybe in the Shanik store and events. We're not sure how scarce they'll be. But yeah, I'm no doubt though that it will be a really good combiner if the playtesters are going to be balancing it. You know, done some good job already. Brainstorm was really good. And that's when we sort of decided that we should bring out a good bot. And he was a bit overpowered and he scaled him back a bit. Sit's Gun we really improved. And I think he's a really good bot. And I've started using him again now. And yeah, super overpowered. And I'm hoping that Chromia and I'm going to say Hellbat. I know I shouldn't, but I'm going to say it. Chromia and Hellbat. I hope that they're overpowered as well. And I don't think they'll be too overpowered, but I think they'll be very, very useful. I really do. And I also said in the playtest chat today, someone just passing it, weren't like a comment that's detrimental in any way, but they said, oh, yeah, this bot should be worthy of a leaderboard. And that sort of digs on me a bit. I don't want bots to be leaderboard worthy. I want them to be good bots, whether they're leaderboards, whether they're a chance event. It doesn't matter. They should be good no matter what, because you know, if they're in chance events, it's a good chance there that lower down people were going to get a good 4-star, and it's the only opportunity they're going to get to have a good 4-star. And then leaderboards, I think we need to look at the 3 stars to make them really, really good. And then those that are, you know, putting money in to get into the top 100 in leaderboards, then, you know, they're getting something, because let's be honest, 99% of people that play in leaderboards, they get the 3-star bot, never use it. I don't think I've ever leveled a 3-star bot that I have got in the leaderboard ever in 4 years. So, you know, I think it needs some improvement. And people complain about rewards. The rewards ain't too bad. It's the bot. It's the 3-star version. So hopefully we can balance that and make it really good. So let's have a quick look through the chat. See if I missed any questions, because I've been rambling on for the last 10 minutes about Mega Supreme. If you got any question about Mega Supreme, anything that I've missed, anything I think you mentioned in stream, anything on opinions that I think of it, anything like that, and then put it in the chat now while I'm just catching up. Let's have a quick look. Destroyer's got 41k Shaniks. Well, you've got a thing there. What do you do, Destroyer? Do you just go and buy Monkey Prime? Or are you going to wait and see what happens? Choices. They did also mention in stream as well that there may be another 5-star coming eventually. Maybe. But you've got to get Monkey Prime first. And I'm a bit disappointed in that, because I really don't like Optimus Primal as a bot in general. I don't like it's 3-star, 4-star, 5-star. I just don't like the way he acts. I don't like the fact that he runs off ahead and jumps over walls and sort of gets himself in trouble. His ability, I think, is brilliant. It's his passive ability of jumping over walls. So I will never use him. So it infuriates me a bit that they're making it that the second 5-star bot, you've got to get the 1st star, because if the second 5-star bot is good, Why should I have to go and get Primal, a 5-star that I will never use, to get a bot that I really want? I just don't think it's really fair. So I'm going to pass my concerns on to Space Ape, and we'll see what they do. But yeah, that's my thinking anyway. But I would probably make the next 5-star better, but increase the cost. And I know everyone's going to be like, what? But let's be honest, if they put a really good bot in there, like let's put a 5-star Alpha Bravo in there. He's going to be better than Prowl already. Now, I had to pull, well, you can probably pull 5 times if you wanted to get Prowl out of batch. Prowl's probably not the best choice. It's still good, but that is a good 5-star. So if you can get Alpha Bravo free to play, and they're going to put more Shaniks in the event, hopefully, so you can get these things, then they're going to increase the cost, aren't they? Let's be honest. They're not going to keep it 50k. They're going to increase it. So, yeah, they may increase the cost of the next one just to compensate. I'm hoping. I really do hope that they do have more Shaniks in events. I like the event the other day where we had Shaniks and we had Prime Core and 5-star shards. I didn't like the fact that they put 5-star shards in with that stuff because I think it was the 5-star event to a point where it wasn't a 5-star event, if that makes sense. Because we all expected 1,000 shards and they put less in because you're getting Shaniks and Prime Cores. Well, I'd rather have an event. I like the Spark event. So let's have a Spark event where it's all Spark. Let's have another event where it's Energon, Alloy, Shaniks, Prime Cores. So basically a resource event. So it's all resources. Then you can have a 5-star shard event. That's 3 stars. That's a shard event. 3 stars, 4 stars, 5 stars. Prems as well. So yeah, you got a shard event, you got a spark event, you got a resource event. I think just splitting it up like that, and it doesn't water each event down, then it doesn't cross over and make the other events worse, so to speak. So I do pass these things on to the apes. It's up to them whether they take it on board or not, though. They're the boss, so to speak. So I'll sort of leave it to them. Any more questions? I think everyone's forgot about Hellbat and Chromia. I definitely haven't because I've spent the last 3 days playtesting her a lot. She's been swapped and changed so much. Brainstorm, to be honest with you, wasn't changed too much, but there's a bit of an argument on Brainstorm whether he should stun or slow down. A lot of people thought that stun was overpowered. Some people said that they wanted stun for an outpost bot, but the apes agreed that stun was a bit overpowered. I think it was like 12, 15 seconds stun. They said it's a bit too much. So they changed it to slow down. 6 gun, we just kept buffing him. We just kept buffing him and buffing him. We say he's not quite right yet. Increases damage. And his damage was too much, I think. I think they went overboard. And everyone was so excited about it that Space Ape then couldn't really scale it back. And we just said, this is brilliant. This is amazing. Can you increase his range? So not only did they were like, hang on, you've got a really powerful bot. And we're like, yeah, but he needs more range. So he increased his range. Fabian did all the passive abilities, and that was brilliant. That was set. He did that. So we just buffed 6 gun and buffed him. Whereas Chromia is a bit different. She was overpowered in some respects and underpowered in others. So we scaled it back, but it was too far. Then she was awful. We said that this is not what we wanted. The first version of her was amazing, but too much, too overpowered. And now she's awful. She's rubbish. I wouldn't want her. So then we buffed her more and more since then. So we scaled it right back, and now we're just buffing her up to a point where she's good. And yeah, she's going to be very, very useful. I can't say too much. Like I said, but no reveal yet. She's not finished. But yeah, very, very useful. Take from that what you will. I can't say too much more. Any more questions? Malice for 1,000k. I don't think they'll put a bot like that. Well, they said they won't bring the bot like that as a 5-star out. They said it in stream. You won't see Sentius, and you won't see Malice, and you won't see Star Saber Thesaurus. I also don't think you'll see Skylynx either. I think they're 3 bots that you will never see. as a 5-star, sadly. But yeah, if they did Jaywalk, if they brought out a 5-star Star Saber in that Shannick store, and they made me get out, they made me get Monkey Prime before him, I would go mental. I would lose my head. I would go off. Really go off. Think not many people are going to spend because they know what's coming. You mean the leaderboard, you mean? No, I'll be honest with you. How the top 5 works, I'm going to let into a little secret now. That they could bring out the worst bot in history for a leaderboard, and the top 5 will still put up the same points. It doesn't matter. Because the top 5, they go for the top 5 out of pride. So it doesn't matter what bot is there. They just do it to... The first thing is getting XP. It's super XP. It's a non-stop event, so they can get super XP for as long as they want without any mess and topping alliances. Number 2, it's just for pride. It really is just to say that we are a top 5 alliance. So no matter what they bring to the game this week, no matter what they bring to the game or what their plans are, the top 5 will still go for that leaderboard regardless. And then to be honest with you, I think the top 100 is pretty much the same as well. I know the top 20 or 30 is the same. We say to people, what are you going to do this leaderboard? Advance before we even got Chromia. Before I even got my hands on Chromia, we had to put our bids in for what we are going to do points-wise. You're doing it blind, so it doesn't matter what the bot is. You're just saying, I'm going to put these points up because that's the sort of XP that I need, or, you know, what I'm doing that weekend, if I'm busy or not. So, yeah, I don't think it matters. I really don't. So, yeah, Chromia is not quite finished yet. It's just now tweaking things like the range and the damage slightly. It's not a million miles away. I'm not sure it's 100% complete yet. It's just tweaking it yet. So I think maybe by Monday or Tuesday she'll be complete. So I think as usual by Wednesday we'll be able to show her in the stream, I think. So yeah. Just while I've got a second as well, I just want to say as well, thanks to everyone who subscribed. So 1,500 subscribers. We broke that barrier. We've finally got past 1,500, which I set myself beginning of the year. Now I want to try and break that 2,000 subs. So if you're not subscribed already, please honestly go and subscribe. We want to try and get to 2,000 by the end of the year. We've covered loads of things in these streams, like 85 days of streams is ridiculous. It really is. So, you know, I'm surprised I've not really run out of things. A couple of times I have, and I have to improvise a bit. But yeah, a lot of these things I've been going through in the streams, I'm going to bring into videos. So I apologize if you have been watching all the streams. So some of these videos that you'll see, you probably see me speak about it before, but a lot of people don't watch streams because of the length of them or whatever reason it is. So we're going to condense it all down into some video as well. So they'll be coming over the next few months as well. Just seeing everyone kicking off with that one guy. Trios is in the chat. Welcome. Yes, Overlord hype or Mega Supreme hype. Depending. But yes, super pleased. Super pleased. Yeah, exactly, Trios. Yeah, it's there for the XP. It really is. But yeah, I know you were pleased. I seen you in the stream just when they said Omega Supreme. You were spamming the chat and a guy had a go at you saying, stop spamming the chat. You were like, I better get Overlord. I better get Overlord. But of course they are. Of course they were always going to bring out a super good bot to pair up with the Omega Supreme. Of course they were. Of course they were. Yeah, I'm still in denial that 85. I can't believe I've done this for 85 days. I really can't. I really can't. So what else I want to mention as well? I want to mention what I did was I mentioned I'm having some problems with my stream going through to Discord on time. So I started it extra early today. I started it at 10 minutes early and I thought, I don't want people waiting around for 10 minutes, but I don't want to start late. And it got to 11 o'clock and it's in my time and it still wasn't in Discord. So what I thought I'd do to save a bit of time, I did the trivia poll. So the trivia was, let me just get it up. Oop, wrong one. That's why I can't find it. Wrong chat. So the trivia was, I asked in last night's stream, what reason did I give for Laser Optimus not becoming a 5-star? So did I put, it's far too rubbish to be a 5-star? Well, that's not the case, because if they made him a 5-star, they'd buff him. We have enough primes in the game. You can never have enough primes in the game. We should know that by now. And it's probably a good reason why he might be a 5-star, because of the prime. Because everyone loves the prime. It will be too OP if buffed. Well, that's not true, because we decide that, well, the playtest decide how good it'll be. So it's not necessarily will be OP. I put there's better special bots to put in. There is, but you can always buff bots. I put SA already have enough bots to buff. They do, but they'll always just push them back and find time. So the correct answer was that Rook is just too similar, and that's why. And I believe that Rook will be in the batch. So yeah, the correct answer was D. So congratulations to everyone that chose the right answer. And the winner is quite a regular on the stream, and that's sorry, not the stream, in the Discord server, and that is Deathcrawler. So Deathcrawler, well done, congratulations. So make sure that you message me on Discord just saying that you've won tonight, and you will get your prize. And don't forget, guys, that anyone doesn't claim any of these prizes, end of the month, we're going to do a giveaway for whatever's left. So I've already got one. There's already one person that hasn't claimed it. So all the ones that don't get claimed at the end of the month, if I've got 3, we'll do one big giveaway, and we'll do 3 winners in one stream. And I will make sure they go in that stream. So yeah, you got to be in it to win it, though. I Stuck in Beta went about, what was it, a month and a half, 6 weeks without winning. every single stream, he's pretty much here. Every single trivia, and he was a bit miffed. He was never winning, and now he's won twice. So yeah, everyone likes an underdog. So yeah. So what we'll do as well, guys, we'll go through the rest of the streams, things that we found out. There's some still big information there. So they did mention the possibility of getting 5-star combiners, and they did say that there's a long way to go because there's still a lot of 5-star bots missing. But will that influence what bots they put in this next batch? Like 5-star Mirage, like 5-star Air Raid. You know, these sort of bots, like 5-star Power Glide. Will we see a 5-star Power Glide? Because they might start thinking, you know what, eventually we are going to bring out 5-star combiners. Let's start bringing some bots out that are going to be 5-star, make 5-star combiners. So yeah, we don't know if it's going to change the balance a bit. But you've got to think as well, if they bring an Autobot bot out as a combiner and the Decepticon one that's not as a 5-star, it's not really fair. So they may split it. So I think we need to go through the 5-star con combiners, work out what bots are missing, and then look at Trio could probably tell me what 4-star bots are missing. What 4-star combiner bots are missing that have the same abilities as a 5-star combiner bot? That's the big question that I've got to look into, really. And once we work that out, I think we'll start seeing them sort of bots coming in 5-star batches. So who can think of any? Who can think of a 4-star Autobot combiner bot that isn't in the game, where his counterpart is also a combiner bot for Decepticons? Vortex Dust Up. There you go, Trios. So there you go. Will we see a Vortex and Dust Up then? Interesting. Mirage and Breakdown. There you go. Another choice that's interesting. Those 2 bots are both combiner bots, so they're probably easy choices because they don't want to, you know. There you go. Jumpstream and Headstrong. So yeah, I think that these sort of bots we'll start seeing in 5-star batches. I really do. I really do think they'll start bringing out 5-star combiners, which just means that when you get them to level 20, like they are now, but the difference is you'll get an extra ability. It's now on hunger. Yeah. All these bots. Hang on, Musnar's a 5-star already. So yeah. He's already, but I mean bots that aren't already. I think we'll start seeing them. I really do. Yeah, it might make it. Yeah, but you got to think, stuck in beta, that I said this in yesterday's stream. You can't look at the current bots and think, oh, it'd be a rubbish 5-star, because what if the playtesters doubled his damage? Whatever bot you're thinking of, what if they doubled the damage of them? What if they made it 30% longer? You know, there's loads that you could do with these bots to buff them. So, you know, and I can see them all coming in the chat now. I really can. Blot and Rook, there you go. So, you know, I'm quite pleased with my choice now, because when I made my choice, I was like, well, you know what? I watched Trios, I was like, I like Trios' batch. That batch is pretty good. Mine's not that good. It'd have to be really balanced, mine. But now I'm thinking that mine actually was pretty good in terms of 5-star combiners. It's because I had Rook, I had Mirage, and I had Aerie, which are all 5-star bots. So, yeah, maybe. No, Trios. I think the difference is, though, with these 5-star prediction videos is, do you predict what you want or what you think? That's the difference. I think your video was definitely what I want. I don't think I don't think Trax will. I really don't. I don't think Swoop will. I think Swoop should, but I don't think he will. But if your batch was brought out, I'd be absolutely buzzing. I would pull from that batch every time, pretty much. Every time. If they brought mine out, I think mine's a bit more realistic, but maybe not. I might not pull from my batch. I don't know. We will see. So what else did they say in the stream? Let's have a look. So, talked about Chromia and Hellbat, because they really didn't. They did mention that Mirage might get a G1 core. I don't think it'd be enough. We were talking in the playtest chat about maybe giving him invisibility for a certain amount of seconds, but I don't think that'd help him, because gunners tend to stay back quite a bit. So maybe an EMP effect on it. I don't know, but I just don't think that would be enough, personally. I'm not too sure about that. But I don't think we'll see Mirage rework, but I do think we'll see a Mirage G1 core. I just hope it's really good. I really do. Sort of bring him back into the meta, so to speak. They did mention it's going to be about 3 more weeks of these Prime League effects, and I cannot wait. They've been an absolute nightmare, and my Silver Ball that I've leveled to level 58 has been benched because of it. So I can't wait for these build bots to go. The rest of it is all right. I don't mind the missile launchers. It's them pesky build bots, because anything that does damage over time is pretty much useless with build bots. So I will be pleased, because a lot of people struggle with these Prime League effects. It's caused a lot of eruptions throughout the game, especially at the top level. But I'm pleased it did it. It pushes boundaries, and it sort of sees, you know, the ones that are willing to sort of switch it up and change quickly tactics, and those that rely on the same tactics no matter what. And you are going to struggle if you try and keep the same tactics. You need to sort of switch things up. You really do. They did mention that we might see more defenses eventually, once HQ17 is embedded in. So whether they put more on the map, I'm not too sure. But something we mentioned in the playtest chat was giving build bots a use. And I think that's where healing build bots came from. Now, I'm not sure that's the answer long term. But what I will say is that we suggested as a playoff that also giving them ability points, so that when you destroy them, you get ability points back. So that's an extra 5 ability points when you attack that base. And I think that that'd be good, because there's some people with 6 build bots. If you didn't know that already, shock horror. there are some people with 6 build bots. There was a bit of a bug in the game originally where people got an extra build bot. Not many, but some. But so they've been able to take advantage of that for a long, long time. But now, if you give build bots an ability point, well, you can get one more ability point from their base. So I think it'd be a good addition. I really do. And rather than keep adding defenses and adding more structures in that's going to make the map really crowded, it's going to make it super easy just to rush bases. It's already getting quite easy. So I think that, yeah, instead of adding in more structures, giving current structures more usage. So maybe giving the combiner lab some sort of use other than just being a combiner lab. Give it a defensive use. Give the shield gen maybe some sort of defensive. Maybe the HQ has a shield anyway, and you can equip a laser or a flame. So why couldn't do the same to a shield gen where you can equip a core to the shield gen? I also suggested the apes being able to partner up with the current defenses, like a mini con, so to speak, but not like a second core. But what that second core does, so you got this core and you could put it on any defense you want, and it made it immune to stun. So you could put immune to stun on every single one of your defenses and makes it so that you cannot stun that base. So Silver Bolt would be useless. Or you could choose where it's immune to flame. So any bots like Sunstreaker or Goldfire, it's immune to, but then you're open to stun. You could make it so it's less. You can't hack the base. You could put certain hack. You can switch it up. You can have some that you can't stun, some that you can't hack. I think adding these sort of defenses in, that it really makes you level different bots and use different bots. Because let's be honest, if you attack with the same 8 bots and you've got Perceptor, say, and he always hacks, and you've got Silver Bolt and you always go and stun and kill defenses, and then Beam Lasers, say, if you put an anti-stun on a Beam Laser and put anti-hack on a Shock Tower, then Perceptor and Silver Bolt are no longer useful. But then you've got to use different bots. But because they're anti-stun, you can use Fire bots. You can use Goldfire on them then. If you use Goldfire all the time, which I do, add an anti-fire structure on it. Well, now you're not using Goldfire anymore. You've got to switch it up. And I think that's a really good idea. But not increase damage or not increase health. Just make them so that they negate certain things. And I really do hope something like that comes. I really do. I think it'd be a really good addition. I've always said that I like choice in the game. I like people switching it up and giving some choice to base design. I've always said that. Anything else that we missed in the stream? And synergy in teams. That's going to be really interesting because I need to listen to it again. But I'm sure he said something about if you have all the Dinobots in the team, you might get some healing, or he said you might not need healers, something like that. So I'm not too sure he might add more damage into it. I'm not too sure. Maybe Dinobots have damage, something else has healing. So protector bots have more healing. If you have one protector bot, if you have 2, then they might heal for 1% every second. Not much. Add a second one in, 2%. A third one in, 3%. One in, 4%. So it's only a bit, but if each bot is healing for 5%, then yeah, that could be incredible. Same with damage. The DPS goes up by 2%, 3%. It's nothing on its own. 2%. Nothing. Add in 2, 4%. Both bots get 4%. The third one, 6%, 8%, 10%. So eventually you've got 10% extra DPS over 5 bots, which is incredible, really. So just a bit of synergy, something like that. And I hope that they make it so that it is, it does go into the game. So with Superior and Defensor, you might give them a shield against something. Defensor, you might give them health. Victorian, you might give them a reflection of damage because she has that ability. With Volcanicus, which is a lot of damage, you might give them a damage increase. And I think that's how it should work, really. It should depend on what the combiner does, so to speak. Bottas Maximus, I don't know what he does, so I don't know what they're going to do for him. But they got some good bots in there, but yeah, I'm not too sure what they're going to do. But yeah, I think that's everything coming from the stream. There's a lot of info in there, a lot of good things, and they give a lot of little secrets away. But yeah, if you've got any other ideas, anything I've missed, then make sure you join our Discord server. Come and pop in there, let me know. I'm gonna watch the video again tonight. I think just go over it again before I go to bed and see if I can pick anything out. But yeah, and if you've got any ideas, we've got an ideas section as well on the Discord server, and any good ideas, then I pass them on to Apes. There's a couple of ideas that I passed on, and one they actually mentioned in the stream tonight. So I'm going to go back in the stream into Discord and just say well done for that. That they might put in all the bots' passive abilities on the bios. So that was an idea that was in our Discord server. I'm not too sure if I did pass it on. I'm not too sure if it's come from me or he sent it in or it's someone else or just coincidence. But you know, they put that idea in the Discord server, and you know, any good ideas, I do pass them on. If it's not viable, then I'll normally come in the chat and just say, well, that's not going to happen for whatever reason. You know, if someone comes in there and says, why don't we give everyone 10 free 5-stars? Well, that ain't going to happen. I'm going to literally just stop you there and go, whoa, hang on a minute. Sorry, brother, that is not going to happen. So yeah, make sure you're in that Discord server, guys. It's really good to source information. Make sure you subscribe. Like I said, 1,500 subs, pretty buzzing. And we're back tomorrow. We'll be leveling some bots. Nothing too crazy though. We're waiting for that leaderboard. We're going top 5. We're doing it. Like I said, we're going to do an all-day stream, hopefully. I've just found out though I have got to work in the morning, which I'm pretty fuming about, to be honest with you. But work is work. I've switched it around, so I'm going to finish early though. And yeah, I've got some things to do as well, family-wise. So yeah, I've had to switch it round. And yeah, if you're there tomorrow, we will see you tomorrow. We'll do a bit of leveling. Got any questions about Mega Supreme? Bring them to tomorrow's chat. I'll try and answer any more information I get. I'll pass it on. And thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. See you later and peace out.